Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy.
I'm Lucas.
And welcome back to Patched. And today we're going to be reviewing the Logitech G Pro X Superlight. And this mouse is ridiculously expensive, coming in at 150 bucks. But when they sold out on their site, they skyrocketed the price to like what, 250 or something?
On Logitech's own website,
yes.
They re-released it after it sold out for $240.
That's messed up, man. I don't know why you would do that.
Disgusting.
That's
horrible business practice. Anyways,
this was really hard to get. So we finally got it in, and as you guys know, this is Lucas's baby, or the G Pro Wireless was Lucas's baby. So is this a side chick or a main bitch? You know what I'm saying?
That's what we're here to find out.
Exactly.
That's
If you guys want to get it, we're not gonna leave a link in the description box because you can't get it. It's super hard. So
we'll leave one anyways, just in case. Yeah. But don't you dare buy it for $1 more than $150.
Yes. So let's get it started off with the shape, and the shape is pretty much the exact same as the G Pro Wireless, and it is awesome.
It's freaking identical. I love it. Oh my goodness, it's the best.
Yeah, it's not very low profile though. It's actually pretty high, especially here, or like pretty much throughout the entire mouse. You know, and
it's pretty like dead center.
Yeah.
And the design on this thing, I feel like if Apple made a gaming mouse, this is what it would look like. It's just it's like such a clean design. The arch and everything looking like it's one piece. It's brilliant. I love it. I love it so much. And you guys are gonna hear that a lot in this video.
Yeah, so palm grip feels really nice. It fills your hand up really well. And also, fingertip claw grip feels great for some reason. It doesn't feel like weird at all. It just feels really comfortable, and it's a great shape for most size hands and most grip styles as well. They just did a great job on this shape, you know, Logitech. So if you've ever tried the G Pro Wireless, it's the same exact shape here. All right, moving on to the clicks. The clicks don't feel that nice though, in my opinion. They feel pretty similar to like Omron switches, you know, like in the Model O. And it's not like as hard of a click as like the X and ones, in my opinion. So they're okay, you know. This guy though,
personally, I think the clicks are very responsive. I know some people were having issues with double clicking on the original G Pro. Now apparently they fixed that here. I didn't have any issues on the original G Pro, and definitely haven't had any issues on this guy either. And honestly, I can't speak to any of that. I know they did say they fixed something to do with the click tension. So I'm imagining that was to fix or at least prevent double click from happening. So I have no issues on this mouse.
All right, and as far as the side buttons go, sadly they got rid of the side buttons on the right side of the mouse. They're obviously trying to reduce the weight. You know, it's called the Superlight. And the buttons are pretty much the same. They feel very similar to the G Pro Wireless. I wish it protruded out a little bit more. I feel like it's a little too recessed into the chassis of the mouse, but it's not hard to press or anything, and it is fairly large, so I didn't really have any problems with the side buttons.
Yeah, no more magnetic removable buttons on there, and I do miss my other side buttons. I miss them real bad. I used to click them with my ring finger on here, and I really had no issues doing that. Yeah. But the side buttons for your thumb are still not going to be an issue, although left-handed users may be missing those as well, I'd presume.
Exactly. All right, as far as the scroll wheel goes, this is something that they changed up from the G Pro Wireless as far as the aesthetics go. You know, it's white here. The G Pro Wireless, it was black, so I guess that's one way to notice the difference between the Superlight and the G Pro Wireless. Also, another difference is that it says Superlight here on the right. It says Superlight, and also it doesn't have, like we mentioned, the side buttons on the right side. So
side buttons, and then the G logo also does not light up, no RGB.
Yes.
Which I approve of.
Yeah.
Looks sleek, saves you some battery life there, and you're all good.
Yes, and the scroll wheel feels pretty nice. You know, the steps are pretty well defined. It's easy to click as well, so the scroll wheel feels great. All right, as far as the skates go, they changed it up finally, because Logitech, I don't know why, but they're not with the times, man. And we'll see it with like the cord and all that later. But like Razer is very with the times. They're putting PTFE skates on everything and all that. And Logitech just, I feel like they're not really like responsive to the community as far as like what everyone wants, you know. But they did change the skates on here, and it is pure PTFE. And we got a big ass skate here.
Chungus.
Yeah, we got a big ass Chungus here on top of the mouse. Look at that. Like that increases the surface area. I don't know why you would want that though, you know? But anyways, we got one big ass one on top. We got a very thin U-shaped skate here on the bottom, and then one surrounding the sensor. As far as the quickness goes, it doesn't feel that fast. It feels very smooth, but it doesn't feel that quick to me personally.
Yeah, it just definitely feels really smooth. Just all in all, it's just smooth. It feels like your typical PTFE feet, and it is a little like bluish, like a little more clear, a little more translucent. So it's more like a Hyperglide looking PTFE skate. And they've still got the same bottom on there that's magnetic. You can take it off and then store your Lightspeed adapter in there. They also have an extra back that comes in there, which is just fully skate. So you can just pop that guy on there. And now you just have another one that's just skate. It's all skate, which is interesting for sure.
But why?
More surface area, more headshots.
But like more surface area doesn't increase.
It increases headshots.
Friction, no, it increases the friction. It doesn't decrease it, right? But anyways, yeah. So the skates, in my opinion, weren't like anything to write home about. But I guess they're pretty nice.
Yeah. Also in the box with it, we've got some optional grip tape on there, which we appreciate. That's pretty cool to have. Importantly, a Logitech logo on there, a little sticker, so you can put that on whatever you want, and cloth. They specifically said cloth. I thought this was just for packaging reasons, but they literally said cloth.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
Also, of course, you've got your wireless adapter, which is another point of that's going to be an issue on this guy, because it's identical to the one on the original G Pro, which for those of you who don't know, it's a crappy rubber cable when you have to plug it in. Why? Why Logitech? Why did you do this?
At least braid it, you know?
Razer, and for $150 for their Razer Viper Ultimate, it's paracorded. And it doesn't feel, you can't feel it when it's plugged in.
You guys see that? What is it? What is it?
Micro freaking USB.
Yeah. I don't care, but he really cares about that. So.
I don't know why I care, but I do. I do.
You gotta have USB-C for Lucas, all right?
It's just, it hurts even more, you know? Like this was already a slap in the face with this rubber cable and not trademarked name. Are you kidding me?
You gotta, it's the Logitech rubber.
Ascended super
Omega,
free thinking cord.
Yes, exactly. So that kind of sucks, but I mean, it's not a huge deal because like it discharges really quickly. But you know, it's still like, why do I have to have this when I'm charging, you know, the mouse?
Yeah,
you know
which quite frankly, I'm over exaggerating. It's not really that big of a deal. Honestly, I charge it for about 10 minutes between one of my games and I'm good for the rest of my session. If I need to charge it. But it's very, very quick.
But $150 though, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so. For $150, it should be paracorded. Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
Now we are using their Hero sensor with their Lightspeed wireless technology, and it is very snappy, very responsive. I don't feel like it's an improvement over the regular G Pro. I don't think on a technical level it is either. So it just feels very responsive. I love it.
Yes, and also we have an on and off button on the bottom of the mouse, which is cool, I guess. All right, as far as the build quality goes, it feels really, really nice. Even though it's a really, really light mouse, it doesn't feel like there's any creaking, there's no side wobble or anything on the switches. And also, I love this texture. It's like that signature Logitech, you know, like texture. It's very, very smooth. It doesn't really leave fingerprint marks, but it leaves like oil, and you can see it pretty easily. So that sucks, but I like how it doesn't leave like fingerprint marks that easily.
Yeah, honestly, I agree with what Sam said. It really feels like a signature Logitech mouse, and that the build quality is very high. It feels like a premium mouse. Even though it's light, you can tell it's just premium, feels very sturdy in your hand still. Feels like a Logitech mouse in every facet. And again, I can refer to my G Pro video on this. I love the texture on there. I love the build quality. As for RGB on there, there's one light, the single little dot light that you can see just for when it's charging. You can see that it's charging, and it's a static green light for when it's fully charged. Just a tiny little light indicator. It's not on when the mouse is just regularly on though, which is good, save you battery life. As for the battery life on there, you're looking at a 70-hour battery life. So I really never had issues with battery life on this mouse. It's so quick to charge. You can just charge it in between games if you need to, and you're set for a good while.
Yes. All right, as far as the weight goes, Logitech says it is 63 grams, and we're about to check that with my handy dandy scale. And 61 grams is actually lighter than it says.
Okay, Logitech.
Okay.
And a lot of people have been known to take that little bottom piece off there. in order to reduce the weight a little bit more. Let's see how much we get.
Whoa, 2 grams.
Whole 2 grams, you'll hit more headshots. I'm just saying.
So yeah, it's a super light mouse. Like, wow, that's a really light mouse. But then like, it feels really, really good because it fills up your hand very nicely, and like we keep saying, the build quality is really nice. So it doesn't even feel cheap or anything. So it's just a great feeling mouse overall.
Yeah, honestly, because the thing is, I get it, the price is high. It's $150. But I can say genuinely, I know there's a Model O wireless out there for, what, $70 on their website. I would still pick this every day of the week. Every day of the week, because shape is something that's so important to me. It's like, it's more comfortable in my hand personally, and I genuinely feel like everyone that I've put on to a G Pro wireless just absolutely adores it. So it's just such a phenomenal mouse. I'm a big fan of it. I'm gonna be using it instead of my regular G Pro wireless, and it's going well. It's definitely gonna be my daily driver for a while.
And I also enjoyed it a lot. I love the shape. I wish, you know, the buttons were a little bit better, in my opinion. I feel like I just personally, I like a harder click, but it's still not bad. And then the skates, I wish it was a little bit faster as well, but it's still nice and smooth. So yeah, again, if you guys do want to cop, we'll try to leave a link in the description box, but it probably isn't available. But that about concludes our review on the G Pro X Superlight. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
See you in the next one.